What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the show. Thought I'd throw something on the calendar. Wanted to show you some. I picked up something from Goodwill. Wasn't much. Only found one thing, but I want to show you that. Also, want to talk about ASD and some of the hat wholesalers. So if you guys are interested in some hat suppliers, we could talk about those. And I'll show you some of the liquidation stuff I received. For those of you also that are watching after the fact, if you're interested in liquidation.com, they have some new things coming down the pipeline. We can do some, what's it called? Some giveaways for codes. So I believe they were liquidation or shipping discounts. Hey, Busy, how's it going? Shipping discounts and their percentage. So it was either or, and I'll follow up, but there was you could pick whatever one you wanted to do. We can do some giveaways. If you're interested in liquidation.com codes, list down below or put a comment down below, and we can go through that way. But happy Friday. Hey, Justin, how's it going? Hey, Marie. Hey, what's going on, guys? Sorry, I got to mute my phone. So hopefully you're doing well. Hopefully your sales are going well. Amazon's been blowing up. eBay's kind of slowed down a little bit. Oh, geez. I got to get I was going to show you that too. I'm so unprepared. All right, hold on. Let me get these. Show you what sold today in terms of clothing, hats. Let's see. I've sold, 4 or 5 hats on eBay. I sold a polo shirt and a jersey. Polo shirt on eBay. Jersey I sold on, I sold on Mercari. So Mercari's been doing okay for me. I haven't really been, when I cross post, I do it to them as list to them as well. But the problem is a lot of my wholesale stuff is stock images, and they don't like stock images. I had a couple, a couple polo shirts removed because I was using stock images. So I'm not doing much to Mercari. What I do to Mercari is thrifted polo shirts, used stuff. So I'd be careful if you're going to Mercari. What I'd like to do, maybe tomorrow, I'll show you guys how I cross post using a piece of software that makes it easy that I post to. I go to 3 to 4 different sites, but there's like 10 different options you can do. Man, 2 grandbabies have been born since a year ago. Nice. Congratulations. I'm sure that's fun for you. Okay, so what sold? All right, so I used to have somebody at my, not this current job, previous job, someone actually listed for me. So they listed, and they actually went and sourced polo shirts for me. And I think they're over there somewhere. I have a whole rack that I know that they just bought. And this is one of the ones that they bought for me and listed for me. So it actually sold. You can have people source for you. As long as you give them specific things what you're looking for, stuff will sell. And I only sold this for, I think it was 18 bucks. But it was a Nike Marshall Thundering Herd polo shirt. So I've had it. I did have it for a little bit, but it did sell. So stuff will sell. A little older. It's got like that waffle imprint pattern. So cool shirt. I probably personally might not buy it because it's Marshall. Hey, yeah, 2 times this week, Craig. I wouldn't buy it just because it's Marshall. Might hold on to it a little bit, which I did. But it sold, so we'll take it. Here's another one. And this kind of segues into some of the liquidation stuff I'm going to show you here. But this is what I sold in Mercari. I sold it for 24 bucks. And so when you look for stuff like this, when you find MLS stuff, this is actually the old Crew logo. It's the old logo. So when you're buying sports merchandise, make sure when you look at the jerseys, make sure, hey, Ma, how's it going? Make sure you're looking for, the team and the the years of the logo, because the older the logo, probably the better you're going to get a price for it. So that's probably why this one sold, and I was surprised it even sold for 24. Someone actually wrote their name in it. So this could be a team within Ohio that they all bought the same shirt, they all wore them, and this guy put their name in it. So so it sold. So that sold Mercari, 24 bucks. I'll ship that on Monday. All right, so I had ASD in the title as well as hat wholesalers. And the ASD kind of segues into that. If you guys are going to ASD this year, please let me know. I still have a couple of these. So if you're interested in these, let me know. I think I have like 5 or 6. But this was the one, you could see it says July 2019. I found it in my garage. But this is where I find the majority of my suppliers, and basically how I kind of started, and I still use some of these people. So it gives you a good idea what to look for and how to research. So that is, I think I have a couple left. If people want this, let me know. I can shoot you out a couple of them. But basically, it tells you who's going, where they're going to be at in the show floor. And then what I like to do is take notes on this. And then they have people that are speaking. So you can go find what you want to learn about. But I like that because not only after the fact, after the show, you can look up the suppliers, you can put notes next to who you saw, in addition to the books you get. So I'm going to show you some of the books, the hats wholesalers, and kind of what I did when I was there. Here's an example. I haven't ordered from these people, Capsmith. And you're going to find these large hat suppliers. They're going to be everything from, I mean, look at some of these. So biker gear, some of their own, mostly their own logos. Hey, Heart of the Dixie Flipper, what's up? But you will find here, let me find some of the stuff in here. So what I look for, and this is personal preference for me, some of the stuff you could, if you wanted to work on it and sell it yourself, you know, you could have at it. But for me, I'm looking for brand name stuff. And a lot of these suppliers I'll show you do have brand name things. Like, look at this. Now, the more generic, right? You get your Army, Navy, get your beanies, flags. But some of that stuff, I mean, you can get traction on it, but the price is probably going to be lower. Look at that. So there's the hats. You see everybody wears those hats. So I look for like automotive, beer companies, fishing. See, these don't have it. So, and what's nice is when you go see these people, they give you a price list. And a lot of times during ASD, they give you special deals. If you place an order with them, you can find out their minimums. So how much, hey, Dan, how much you need to purchase to create an order, how much shipping is going to be. So this is kind of where I started to figure out minimums and playing around with pricing. So not only do you have to figure out your cost per unit that you get, but then how much you're going to get for it after that, once you sell it, and then how much your profit's going to be. So this one, see, this is why I didn't order from these guys. They were pretty generic. I mean, they had a lot of like USA things that you could probably work on if you wanted to go that route. But see, there's that fishing stuff. So that's kind of why I was a little interested in their things, but nothing brand name. And a lot of times at their booth, they're going to have hats all across. So you can see, I think I actually have a video of what booths look like. So you can see what things, what items you're going to get. So for example, and this is not the one I'm going to show you. So here's some of the things. Here's like an example of one of the hat suppliers I saw. You get the automotive Chevrolet, and this is actually on Amazon. So you can find this on Amazon, but the problem is this is outdoor cap. And they're licensed to create these using Chevrolet. And this is on Amazon, and I think it's selling for anywhere between 16 and 20 bucks, depending on who's on it. So you're not making much. You're probably making $4 or $5 a hat, if that. I did have these in Amazon. You see the UPC right there, and you get your invoice, and you should be fine to ship those in. Sorry if you hear my dog upstairs. But what I do is I look at this hat, and on the show floor, if there's no UPC on it, I will try and look it up online, and I'll try and find it. If I can find this as I'm looking at these books, that's kind of will tell me, okay, it's in this book. I can get it for $6. This is the exact same hat. It matches. And that's kind of how I do my research. These actually were moving pretty quickly at one point, and I think it wasn't exact. This one, it was a Ford one. I still have a bunch of Chevy ones. So depending on what you buy, that's why I still have this. I sold out all my Ford ones. It was the USA mesh. So I will try and find, usually if you see it at ASD or on the show floor, you can find it on Amazon most likely. But if they don't have the UPC, again, you're going to have to try and figure that out. So that's one. Cap Smith, again, I haven't ordered from them. I did order from these guys. What is this? Eagle Crest. This is 2019. I did order some of these. That was the last Supplier, Chevrolet. These ones sell a little bit. I've sold these on Mercari. All right, sorry, I was jumping around on that one. Here's another one. So these were from, let me throw that one out. This was from Eagle Crest. So this was all Army Company stuff. So you can see it's strictly military challenge coins, dog tags. There's your challenge coins, anything, everything. But they had hats. So when I was drawn to the hats, I started looking through. This caught my eye. Don't tread on me. Again, lower. This is on. I sold these on Amazon. I actually found this one on a box. I actually sold all of mine. Again, it's UPC. So there's upside down. So there's UPC if you want to look it up. I believe I was selling it for about $20. But again, another item. This little, it was in a box. You could see I crushed it, but a little cheaper quality, but still up there. Still, you can do your research, understand what's something you want to buy. Here's another one. There it is. It fell. Another Eagle Crest. So UPC'd. And a lot of times, sometimes they do have the UPC on them. So if you're at ASD, you can look them up while you're there, and you can double check, say, hey, what is this selling for? So that's one Eagle Crest. There's a website if you want to look it up. But they were at ASD. They had some sales. I have not ordered from them. I only did one order at the show. Kind of slow moving, but if you want to do your due diligence, look through there and see what you can move. That stuff works. Last thing before I get to the liquidations for the wholesale, and I say wholesale, they're not really wholesale hats at this point, but they're liquidated hats. It'll give you an idea. I'll show you how I use it to do wholesale. Flags importer. I took a gamble here. This was just ASD stuff. They had every type of flag. If you're interested in flag stuff, I still have a whole box. I have bought 2 or 3 kinds. If you want to look at flags, they were there. Tried it. I think I was getting them for like $2 a unit, $1.50 or $2 a unit. I forget, but not the greatest. So those are how I kind of used ASD people. So I would order again. There's this company, actually. This is the one I showed you. This one I've done orders from. And they did actually. So if you can find this outdoor cap, they had licensed NCAA teams, and those sold for like $25 on Amazon. And I was selling, Notre Dame, Ohio State. I was picking the big name team. So you can find the hat suppliers at the show that are licensed, and then you can get your in there. And then that's how it got gated, a couple things through that. So look for those licensed suppliers of the brands. If you find the brands, that's how I did that. All right, before I jump into the licensed stuff, the sports stuff, this is what I picked up from Goodwill. This was actually half off. It was $10. I got it for $5, and I have not listed it yet. But it's brand new. It's Under Armour. Someone crossed out the tag. It is an extra large. So I tend to, so in Goodwill stuff, as well as in my wholesale stuff, I'll typically buy large and extra large, and that's it. I will not venture small, medium unless they make me. Typically, sometimes they will make you, they'll send you, you know, 2 of each, small all the way through double XL. Other times you'll be able to buy different sizes you want. So why I say that is extra large. So this will sell pretty quickly, but it's pretty. It's like a sweater, a pullover sweater, which is really nice. It's Under Armour. Long story short, look for Under Armour. This will sell. Make sure you put every. So when I list eBay with this, I will put the UPC in there as well. I'll probably list this for 49 if I can figure out under the. Oh yes. So this MSRP is 75. I might throw that in the description, but I'll probably list this for 49. I will have best offer, always have best offer on it. Really nice shirt, but just double check your stains. I know a lot of times with Goodwill stuff, if it is new, you might find something on it after the fact, but always look for that stuff. All right, so we're going to end the show here, but before we do that, I'm going to show you the sports stuff I picked up. And this is also another benefit of ASD. You can make connections to people that have closeouts. There are 2 companies I specifically use for closeouts. I haven't used them recently because I've been involved in other things, but here's one of them. This one company has Mitchell and Ness, so I'm able to get these knits. These are actually pretty slow moving for me. I have a bunch still. Retail $24. Mitchell and Ness, there you go. So I have a bunch of these penguins. Sometimes it's hit or miss with closeouts. They're closeouts because either they are not selling for the person that is selling them, or the company has moved on to a different brand. Like the NHL switched supplier jerseys from Reebok to Adidas. I was able to buy all the Reebok jerseys, and I've sold a ton of those. So whereas these, I don't sell enough. So it depends on what item you're getting and why it's a closeout. Jerseys, 9 times out of 10 are probably going to sell a ton versus your MLS soccer shorts, even though they are licensed, authentic, brand name, worn by the players. MLS stuff really, really slow. I have a ton of these still. You can see those are authentic. They're Columbus Crew. I can't see the logo on here, but let's see, retail. What is this retail? Oh, it's on here. You can see they're licensed. I typically sell these between 20 and 30 bucks. Best offer. They are really slow. Anything MLS, like I showed you over the one that sold, you will hold on to it for a little bit. So just be prepared. If you're buying in bulk, MLS will typically take forever. So like Sacramento Kings, this was through someone I knew. I met at ASD and then through connections. I have probably like 10 different styles of Sacramento Kings. These are fitted. Be aware when you're buying fitted hats, your market for people that want to buy fitted hats is not as big as adjustable. So these don't sell a lot for me. I have a bit of them. Again, met them through ASD, but I got a good deal on them, but I'm holding on to them. So you can then sell them. So I haven't knocked the price down. That's kind of my fault. I've kind of kept the price high. I sell them sporadically, but not as quickly as I like. And then these are the last 2. I don't know. So these more San Francisco 49ers. Again, one fitted, one not. These are, what's this one? Brand 47. So another good brand, and then 47 again. So a ton of these. People I met through ASD as well. So those are closeouts. I bought those. These actually sell pretty well. These Sacramento Kings, I think I still have like 100 of these left. But it looks to me, when I look at the tag, it looks like it was a store that liquidated them. They're Adidas. The last thing I thought was pretty cool, just because I'm kind of big on hockey. Las Vegas Knights. I forget what I bought these for. These are brand new Adidas. And when they first came in, They made the Stanley Cup Finals. There we go. You can see the Finals logo. They retail for $80. So these are hoodies, full zip hoodies. Again, the Supplier. Now I purchased these. I said I'll take them all. Slow moving, but I still sell them for about $60. I still have probably 20 or 30 left. But really cool item. Some of that stuff you can get it for cheap enough. It's good to buy them all, and then you kind of have the market on it. So those were the liquidated items, not wholesale. So that's kind of, and what I do with these now, I started buying these liquidated items prior to my wholesale stuff. Finding out what sells well with these liquidated items helped me determine what I wanted to do wholesale. Because, like, for example, like I started looking for these hats, and I started learning more about automotive hats. And this led me to research other suppliers and find other people that sold this type of product. So I did my research. I found the ones that sold well. Of the automotive hats that sell well, I found a supplier that I buy wholesale from, and I buy hats wholesale. And those actually sell really well. So kind of led me from the journey from liquidations all the way to wholesale, but really using what I bought as closeouts to work my way up to wholesale, if that makes any sense. So that was all learning. So really looking forward to helping people if they want to know different items to buy or things to look for or what to look for. Please reach out, look down in the or post a comment down below. If you have any questions, if you want those suppliers I showed you, let me know. Be glad to give those to you. But that can help you get your journey started. Look forward to hearing from you guys. Thanks for joining tonight, and we'll talk to you guys later. See ya.